This is Willy Wonka, and this is his chocolate factory, and today I'm going to be recreating all the iconic scenes from the movie in LEGO. And stay tuned, because it won't be the only live-action movie we're recreating in this video. Anyways, LEGO. First I ordered a package from Firestar Toys containing a Willy Wonka minifigure. It's custom and super detailed and comes with a giant gobstopper and a golden ticket. And if you don't already know, in the movie, Willy Wonka, who runs the chocolate factory, put a golden ticket in 5 random chocolate bars, and 5 lucky kids who found it would have a chance to win a trip to the factory and a lifetime supply of chocolate. And first I want to build the factory, and I'm going to start with the front entrance. What about starting with building a red carpet to make it feel like you were walking into a castle? And since in the movie the building looks kind of lame, I want to do something with a bit more color, like in the Mr. Beast thumbnail. And after spending some time messing around with it, I'd say it looks pretty legit. And I even added a little hat to give it more character. Then I began to wrap up the rest of the front entrance with a little smokestack on top. And now that we have a factory to visit, I want to build some of the golden ticket winners. The first kid to win was Augustus Gloop, and he likes candy a bit too much. Bro accidentally ate the golden ticket. And the second was a really spoiled girl whose dad hired a bunch of people just to open chocolate bars, and eventually they found it, and I don't even know how she was allowed to enter the competition. Then there's this third girl who really likes gum, and she's totally not going to turn into a giant blueberry later. And the fourth kid's name is Mike TV, and all he does is dress up as a cowboy and watch Ninja Fortnite highlights. And then there's Charlie Bucket. His family is poor, and because of that, they can't get a lot of chocolate. His family also lives in this really old house, and his grandparents share a bed. But lucky for Charlie, he found the last ticket and took his old grandpa Joe with him to the factory. And now that everyone and their parents are together, we can get started with the very first room. Now in the movie, this place was pretty sweet and tasty looking, so I decided to take some things from it. Like, what about a chocolate river? I took some brown tiles and placed them next to each other and then surrounded it with a bunch of green plates and was able to create a nice river aesthetic. Now I'm gonna put down some of the other sweet builds like these gumdrops, popsicles, and other candies. And I also made this massive mushroom because why not? Lego mushrooms are epic. But you know what's cooler than all of that? A chocolate waterfall. So that's what I have to build next. And for spending some time planning and testing, I was able to make a really cool looking design. And you can have your boys ride down it. And the last things I need to build here are a bridge so that way everyone can cross the chocolate river without getting covered in chocolate. And also this pipe to help keep the chocolate all purified. And all the characters really liked it in here, but Augustus Gloop probably liked it a little too much because he tried to take a slurp out of it.
Don't just stand there, do something!
Help, police, murder.
So yeah, that kid drowned. But it's okay because the best orange people ever, called Oompa Loompas, came in to evict his mom and sing about how he ate too much.
I've got a perfect puzzle for you.
Now everyone kind of wants to leave, so how about building a boat? And after putting together some different blue parts and mechanical pieces, I made a nice looking ship. And in the movie, it was able to sit a lot of people, but the one I built only has 1 seat.
Hey, this thing only has 1 seat. It's impossible for us all to fit.
Possible, my dear lady, that's absurd. Unthinkable.
After the boat took a nice little trip across the river, it made it to the entrance of our next room, the inventing room. And in the movie, this room had a bunch of wild inventions, but none were as wild as this one. It's a machine that makes a gum you can chew on forever called an everlasting gobstopper. I made one using this piece with studs on every side and attached different colors to each side.
Who wants an everlasting gobstopper?
So Willy Wonka gave everyone a piece, and the girl who likes the gum decided it would be a good idea to try it before it was done. And yeah, she turned into a giant blueberry. So the Oompa Loompas came back to do some damage control and dragged her out, and her dad as well.
I got a blueberry for a daughter.
How about building the next room with the fizzy lifting drinks? After spending some time analyzing the room with the fan shelves and whatever that thing in the center is, I think I was able to capture it in Lego pretty well. And these are fizzy lifting drinks. And what's cool about them is they let you fly. But you're not allowed to drink them because reasons. So when Willy Wonka left and wasn't looking, Grandpa Joe had a great idea.
Come on, let's take a drink. Nobody's watching.
Nothing. Nothing. And it was about to hit the fan, but they started burping and they landed back on the ground. How about building the chocolate egg room? I built up these stands to hold these birds that are supposed to be geese, but since Lego doesn't make geese, these will have to do. So these weird pigeons were laying chocolate eggs.
Golden chocolate eggs.
Yeah, that's right. And there's also a sorter I built, and it will blink green if it's a good egg, and red if it's a bad egg. It'll also be incinerated in the furnace. Anyway, the spoiled rich girl wanted one of these pigeons, and her dad tried to buy one from Willy Wonka, but he said no, and she fell down a furnace, and her dad followed her. Come back here, say! Ah! How about building the Wonka Vision Room? In here, big things are transported into little things. Like this big chocolate bar I just built. You can put under a scanner, and it teleports it into a small piece of chocolate. And this gave Mike TV an idea.
Hey, get away from that thing!
Stop, don't come back.
And yeah, he ended up getting transported into this tiny person, and his mom put him away in her purse. And he's gonna get sent to the taffy puller room. Bruh. Now I only have one more room to build, and it's Willy Wonka's office. And Willy's a funny guy, and everything in his office is cut in half, so I tried to replicate that using Lego. Like this clock on the wall, the picture frame, the desk, and there's even a little hat stand. And since Charlie and Grandpa Joe were basically the only ones to survive, they should win, right?
He broke the rules.
What rules? We didn't see any rules.
Wrong, sir. Wrong. You stole fizzy lifting drinks. You bumped into the ceiling, which now has to be washed and sterilized, so you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
And Grandpa Joe was pretty upset, so he left, but Charlie made sure to give back the everlasting gobstopper.
You won. You did it. You did it. I knew you would. I just knew you would.
Now Charlie's still confused, and honestly, so am I.
We have to get on. We have to get on. We have so much time and so little to do. Strike that. Reverse it. This way, please. Take the Wonkavator.
Now, what is the Wonkavator? There are two versions. There's the one from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, which is this glass elevator-looking thing, and it can go anywhere. And there's the one from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, which is just a square cube. And since the factory took so long, I'm gonna make that version. So I loaded Grandpa Joe, Charlie, and Willy Wonka into the Wonkavator, and now we're gonna send them off.
Here it comes.
And Willy Wonka gave Charlie the Chocolate Factory because a grown-up would want to do everything their way and not Willy Wonka's way. And that's why he sent out the golden tickets to find a kid to do it. And now Charlie's whole family could move into the factory, even the grandparents that all share a bed. And they're probably still gonna have to because there are no beds in this factory. But hey, at least his grandpa could do backflips off the chocolate waterfall.
Don't forget what happened to the man who suddenly got everything he always wanted.
What? He hit the subscribe button. These are my Wizard of Oz minifigures, and this is the Land of Oz. In this video, I'm going to challenge myself to build the Wizard of Oz in Lego with all the different characters and buildings in the movie. So stay tuned because things are going to get wicked. With all that said, Lego. This is Dorothy. She's a girl from Kansas, and this is her dog, Toto. She's a super detailed minifigure and came out in a Lego Movie 2 blind bag. She lives in this poor town with her family that she loves very much on a farm. The farm had lots of horses, cows, chickens, and even a whole pigsty, where one day she was messing around on top of the fence of the pigsty and fell in. She also had this really big thing for rainbows. So for whatever reason, one day Toto decided to go chomp on this mean old lady, so she got the local police to sign off on killing him. Wait, what? And as she was taking him to get executed, Toto kind of escaped and ran all the way back to Dorothy. Dorothy was obviously not very happy about this, so she decided
We've got to run away.
to run away from her home. And while she was running away, she ran into this shady magician who used a magic ball to convince her to go home. And on her way home, she saw this giant tornado heading directly towards it, so she did what any normal person would and ran directly into the house where it was heading. She ran inside her room and got knocked out by a window, and when she woke up, something really weird happened. The house was flying in the tornado, and when she would look out the window, she saw these weird things, like her aunt in a chair and her cousins rowing a boat, and this cow, because somehow her house was lifted in the tornado. But eventually the tornado dropped her over the rainbow, and I have to build the spot her house has to land. So I got to work on Munchkin Land. And in the movie, there are all these munchkin houses that look kind of like mushrooms, and I even used these quarter mushroom pieces to make the roof. And on top of building all this mushroom architecture, I also tiled off the ground to start where the yellow brick road begins. This place is starting to look really nice, and
Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore. We must be over the rainbow.
And Dorothy started exploring this land, which didn't really have anyone in it. And then this lady came down in a pink bubble named Glinda the Good Witch. It also looked like her house may or may not have killed the Wicked Witch of the East. And these little guys called Munchkins were really happy about it. Like these ones who are from the Lollipop Guild, this one who's bald, and this other one who's a mayor munchkin. And I'm starting to think they're a little too happy about this woman being dead. So yeah, if you didn't get the message already, she's dead. The mayor even gave her a special award for it.
You've killed us so completely that we thank you very sweetly.
But other than these Machiavellian mini people dancing around in excitement, everything seemed to go pretty well until it's the Wicked Witch of the West. Yeah, that ugly green looking one. Hey! And Dorothy just accidentally killed her sister with her house. And her shoes just appeared on her feet. And the Wicked Witch kind of wants those.
I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog, too.
And then she was out. Now Dorothy was horrified by this whole experience and wanted to go back to Kansas. So the Munchkins gave her some advice.
Follow the yellow brick road.
And where does that go?
Follow the yellow brick road.
Oh, okay, but where does it go?
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road.
So I built the yellow brick road and Dorothy's off to see the wizard. And as I was continuing it on, she ran into this cornfield that I just finished building, where I also added this oddly religious picket with this guy shoved onto it. He's a scarecrow, and he doesn't have a brain, but he really wants one. So Dorothy got him down, and after another small musical number, invited him to go see the wizard, so that way he could ask for a brain. Anyway, I had to build the next section of the yellow brick road. So after putting down all the bricks, it was time to build a lot of different trees, like these apple ones, with different leaves, limbs, and faces. Wait, faces? That doesn't mean anything, right? Dorothy and Scarecrow started heading down the road when Dorothy picked an apple because, you know, she was hungry, and those trees were not happy. So they started eating apples at them, and they had to run away as fast as they could, and also maybe grabbed a couple extra apples. And on their way out, they ran into this very rusted Tin Man, who luckily had this can in front of him, so she oiled him up, and it turns out he's been in the same exact position for over a year, and he doesn't have a heart.
No heart? No heart.
And after another fun musical number, he also joined them to see the wizard. But it looks like I have to build yet another section of the yellow brick road. And this one's a forest, but this one's darker and has more trees. The three started heading down the road and were getting pretty nervous.
Lions and tigers and bears.
Oh my!
Lions and tigers and bears.
Oh my!
Lions and tigers and bears.
Oh my!
And then out of nowhere and completely unexpectedly, it's a lion! And he started chasing after Toto the dog.
Put him up, put him up!
And he was being really aggressive until Dorothy slapped him in the face, like any normal person would do with a lion.
What did you do that for?
But it turns out he's a bit of a coward.
I even scare myself.
Anyway, he wanted to ask the wizard for courage. He did a musical number, you know the deal by now. While this was all happening, the Wicked Witch was watching through her magical ball the same way I watch YouTube on my laptop, and she decided it was a good time to use magic to make them sleepy so she can get her sister's shoes back. Why didn't you just do that in the first place? So I built up this cool poppy flower field with all these different red flowers that they had to march through to see the wizard, and they're out. They fell asleep and couldn't wake up, and then out of nowhere, Glinda the Good Witch came by and dumped a bunch of asbestos on them to wake them up, which means it's time to build the biggest ever made version of the Emerald City in Lego. Alright, this thing is gigantic. It has over 300 of these green 2x2 cylinder pieces, and has so many details inside, which we'll get to in a little bit. Because the whole gang made to the end of the yellow brick road and knocked on the door, but they wouldn't let them in until Dorothy showed off her nice new shoes, and the greeter let her in to meet the wizard. But once you got inside, some weird stuff happened. Like, there was this special horse carriage where the horse would change colors, and it took them to a wash station to clean them all up to meet the wizard. There was a station for the Scarecrow to be stuffed, the Tin Man to be polished, and Dorothy and Lion to get a haircut. It's awful convenient they had a room just for Tin Mans. The witch also came by and started to make some vague threats in the sky using her broom, and the squad went in to visit the wizard. So I had to build his throne. And as they approached, they were all really scared, and especially the lion.
I am Oz, the great and powerful.
Nope, Lion's out. And after scaring everyone senseless, he told them to bring back the Wicked Witch's broomstick and that he would grant all of their wishes. After all this trauma, it made Dorothy realize how good things were back at home with her family. Almost like she should have never wanted to leave. But we'll get to that another time, because I have to build a witch's tower for them to steal the broomstick from. And by the way, if you want to build the entire land of Oz, I'll leave some instructions on my Rebrickable page. I started with this pathway to the front, which was really detailed, and then this drawbridge for her guards to stand by. And then I also started working on the 2 towers, which took legitimately forever. And by the time I was almost done, I put in some flying monkey minifigures, which are really expensive and some of the most weirdly detailed minifigures I've ever seen. And they only ever came in a Lego Batman movie set. But I wrapped up building the witch's castle, and it looks legit. She came over to her flying monkeys, and she told them to fly and capture Dorothy, so that way she can get the shoes back.
Now fly! Fly!
And as that was happening, the squad was walking in the forest preparing to catch the witch with a wrench, net, and even a gun. I didn't know Scarecrow had that dog in him. But the whole squad got mugged by some monkeys in the forest, and then the monkeys took Dorothy and Toto. Now they flew her all the way to the witch, and she was not happy to be there.
Give me back my slippers.
The witch tried to grab them off, but they were stuck to her. In fact, I think they're printed on. But while the witch wasn't looking, Toto escaped again outside the tower and then ran down to go get the squad and save Dorothy. And there were some guards outside, so they had to get in another way to save her. And after not a very hard look, the squad found her. But it looks like they were all locked in the room. Going so soon? Yeah, they are. And it looks like they were caught again. And I think the witch is about to finish them off.
How about a little fire, Scarecrow?
The Scarecrow caught fire, which is like a Scarecrow's worst nightmare. So Dorothy grabbed a bucket of water and put out the fire. And some of it happened to land on the witch, which caused her to start melting.
I'm melting! Melting! Oh, what a world! What a world!
And these guards too were really excited. What were these witches doing to these people? Anyway, Dorothy grabbed the broom and headed back to the Emerald City. And the wizard was kind of surprised to see him, and he told him to come back tomorrow. So Toto got mischievous and opened up this little curtain with a man behind it.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
Yeah, he kind of just got exposed, and even though he isn't a real wizard, he gave them other things. The Scarecrow already had a brain, so he gave the Scarecrow something people who think they're smart already have, a college degree. Instead of courage, he gave the lion a medal for fighting the Wicked Witch, and it turns out the Tin Man already had a heart, so instead he gave him a testimonial. What?
That a heart is not judged by how much you love, but by how much you are loved by others.
And Dorothy was supposed to go up with the wizard in a balloon back to Oz, and there's this beautiful little end of the rainbow which I just built, and this is one of the most complicated rainbow designs I've ever seen. But as Dorothy was saying goodbye to all her old friends, the balloon kind of flew away. But hey, Bubble Lady's back, let's go.
You don't need to be helped any longer. You've always had the power to go back to Kansas.
And it turns out that by her wearing the slippers, she could have gone home all along by clicking her feet together and saying there's no place like home.
There's no place like home.
And after that, she made it back home. She woke up in her bed and she was really happy to see that her whole family was there for her.
And I'm not going to leave here ever, ever again. Because I love you all.
Dorothy, Scarecrow, Tin Man, and the Lion all believed that they needed something to be happy. But by the end of this whole adventure, they realized they had what they needed inside them the whole time. And you have that too.
This is a Lego Steve.
And in this video, I'm going to collect, craft, and construct all the scenes from the Minecraft movie, building everything from the village to techno and even
Chicken jockey.
So stay tuned, because things are going to get crafty. Anyways, let's Minecraft. So the Minecraft movie just came out, and I'm feeling pretty hyped like everyone else, so I went to the Lego store and bought some of the new sets that just came out. They had a couple, but I had to end up going to Target to buy more, and here they all are. And the first thing I had to do was break free my boy Steve.
I am Steve.
But before I could build the rest of the Minecraft sets, I decided I needed to drive to the theater to see the new movie for some inspiration, and more importantly, to take some notes.
Chicken jockey.
I had a really great time. My personal favorite parts were
Flint and steel. They love crushing a loaf.
Yeah, that wasn't my theater. Mine was pretty empty. Now as a child, Steve yearned for the mines, but this old miner wouldn't let him in. Anyways, Steve grew up and worked in a boring, dull office that sells doorknobs, and he really hated life. But one day he finally decided to return to the mine, and after dodging the old man, he made it into the mine shaft. And in the shaft, he found this thingy and this other thingy. He put them together and created an orb, which opened a portal to this place called
The Overworld.
And the first set Steve wanted to build in the overworld was the Wolf Stronghold. And the thing about this set is that on top of its normal features like trees, torches, and even
Crafting table.
it was also designed to look like a wolf, specifically Dennis, Steve's pet wolf, who started off as this evil wolf with red eyes until Steve tamed him using a femur. And there were some other details in this set that I'm sure we'll get to soon. Because Steve spent the next few years testing his new powers. He built a theme park with a working Ferris wheel, had a panda party with some very cuddly Minecraft pandas they got in this set, as well as a village which I'm gonna crack into for some figures, but build in a little bit. While Steve was messing around and building all over, he came across this broken down portal, and with the help of some
Flint and steel.
he entered into this unknown, dark, and scary underworld where all the people who don't hit the subscribe button go, called
A nether.
which I still have to build. So I got cracking on this nether portal ambush set, which had the nether portal itself, nether trees, nether magma cubes, and a hoglin. I also put in these piglins as well as the evil pig queen of the nether, Malgosha. And she wants to destroy all creativity, especially in the outer world. Steve didn't want this to happen, so he gave the orb to Dennis so he can go and hide it in the real world. So Dennis went out of the portal and went to hide the orb under Steve's bed in the little town of Chugless, Idaho, which it also happens to be where the heroes of our story are. Like this guy, Garrett the Garbage Man Garrison, a washed-up gamer who just got an eviction notice on his store. He thought he could make some money by buying some junk that also included the blue orb, but instead he ended up even more broke than he was before. In fact, he was so broke that his car broke. I can relate to this. Speaking of cars, this one just sped by with our two other characters, Henry and Natalie, who just moved to Chugless and bought Steve's old house from this lady, Dawn. And on his way to school, Henry actually ended up running into Garbage Man at his shop and found this cube orb, which has a note attached to it that says never to combine them or else terrible things would happen. It's like smart people, they put it away and wait, he combined them, didn't he? Yeah, anyway, it started guiding them directly to the mine shaft. Natalie was worried because she didn't know where Henry was, so she called her real estate agent, Dawn, for some reason. Then they checked his tracker and saw he was at the mine. So they followed him there. Inside the mine, there was this portal thing, the same one that Steve went through when he found the outer world. And one by one, it sucked them all into it. And they all landed in
Overworld!
They started exploring, checking out all the cool trees and animals that existed in this Minecraft land. And then very suddenly, things got dark. Wait, what is that? Oh, it's those skeletons from earlier. Wait, skeletons? Everyone started running and Garrett even got split off from the group. The skeletons kept chasing them and there was even a skeleton spider jockey. But then Henry had an idea. He was gonna build a fort. And while I got to work on that, Garbage Man hugged a creeper, which made a big
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Oh!
And this shot him all the way to the top of the tower, which I just finished. But now the zombies are after them, and there was only one person who could save them.
I am Steve.
Steve made sure to fight every single one of those skeletons and zombies until they were all gone. And then it became daytime again, and he met with our friends from Chugless for the first time. He also decided to help them get home so that way he could find his good boy Dennis. And with that said, they traveled to our first Minecraft movie set, the Gas Balloon Village Attack. Is that a spoiler alert? Steve went to show them around his village, which came in this set, and the box itself was a little different from your average Minecraft box. Since the movie's live action, the box even has real grass. I haven't touched that in a while. The first stand I set up was a small one where these super creepy looking villagers sell fish, vegetables, and because they're vegetarians, even some bread.
Whoa, 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 who are these guys?
Oh, these dudes? They're the villagers. They're total pacifists and vegetarians. You don't bug them, they won't bug you. They just like to chill, trade, and eat buttloads of bread. They love crushing a loaf.
But before I build the next stand, I made this little pig with a special print on its face of a fellow block building YouTuber, Technoblade.
Whoa, is he some kind of king?
No, that's a legend. Anything you can dream about here, you can make. Zero limits. Relax, it's just an iron golem, local security force. But they're a bunch of big softies.
And next we have to build my absolute favorite part of this village, the Minecraft version of Chick-fil-A. And now that the building is finished, I just needed to add our Minecraft chicken and lava. In the movie, there was also a big chicken on top of the building, and the Lego version has this too. And this chicken literally lays eggs.
La 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 lava, chicken. Steve's lava chicken, yes, tasty as hay.
And the last building I had to do was Steve's armory. And not gonna lie, I thought it was kinda lame, so I built my own armor set.
Welcome to the stash. TNT, firework rockets, also good for propulsion. Boots of swiftness, diamond armor, full set, and blades for days.
And now that we have an armory, we can take a look at our crafting table.
This is a crafting table. Here's how it works. You place these elements, and you got yourself a sweet blade.
The last thing I had to do was head back to the Nether and build the gas so that the piglins use as hot air balloons to attack the villagers. And they were off and flying. The Yasti even started shooting fireballs at the village, and the piglins were scaring the villagers. They even split up the squad while the boys were escaping, and they had to fly, making one of the funniest scenes ever.
We're not gonna fit! We're too chunky! I'm ordering
work unit make a full man sandwich. Okay.
Well, now that that's done, the boys needed to go to the Woodland mansion to find the cube that will get them all home. But I still have to build it. And it's another one of these realistic Minecraft sets. I started by building this square for the ring where Garrett will fight the realistic looking baby zombie alongside this oversized chicken, making this the ultimate. Then I wrapped up building the rest of the arena so the
chicken jockey
could fight. But who's he gonna fight? Garrett, obviously. And the last thing I had to do was add these paddles to keep score. All right, now we can recreate the scene. And who knows, maybe he could get a W here.
They want me to fight the chicken?
chicken jockey.
The next section I had to build was the part of the mansion that had the torches, an axe, and a chest with the cube orb thing. And when Henry went to go grab it, he ran into the Enderman. The Enderman tried to manipulate Henry and then go in for the kill, but Henry outsmarted it and ended up killing it. And for this great feat, he got an ender pearl. While that was going down, Natalie and Dawn were lost out in the woods when a scary wolf approached them. Wait a minute, Dennis? Dawn gave Dennis a femur, which made him good again, and then he was gonna take them straight to where Steve and Henry were. And now that Henry got the cube and made it back, the boys are ready to get going. But unlucky for them, there's still one more thing I have to build from this set. The Great Hog. Oh no, there are more piglins too. He ended up on this bridge, and Garrett saw a gas balloon, so he threw Henry onto it.
Yeah! Slime cube! Come on, Garrett, jump! No, Steve, get him out of here!
Garrett, you don't have to do this!
Tell my story in song! Keep it metal, keep it heavy. Real instruments. We're going down!
The two were both safe in the gas, but Garrett sacrificed himself on the bridge so that way he could escape. And now I need to build them this mushroom house set so that way the squad could get together, regroup, and mourn the garbage man. But hey, at least Steve and Dennis are finally reunited. Meanwhile, Malgosha was building a huge nether portal to come and destroy the outer world. But Steve and the squad are gonna have to do everything they can to stop it. Steve got in his diamond armor, and the rest loaded up their inventories. And they even upgraded the iron golem. Oh no, they're here. But wait, if the pigs don't attack the golems, they won't attack back. Way to go, Travis. Yeah, that one little pig started this massive fight that broke out between the golems and the piglins. And honestly, the piglins were no match. Dawn also kicked butt by using wolves to attack them. And yeah, this fight was about to be epic. As Steve was taking on Malgosha in his new armor, she almost instantly destroyed it. But Henry by far did the most brave thing and destroyed the giant nether portal using his ender pearl. And after he destroyed it, he started to fall and was saved by none other than Garrett the Garbage Man Garrison. And now the portal is destroyed and all the monsters started to die, ending Malgosha's evil reign, even with her couple of little knives. And now everyone could go back home alive and rock out with Garrett, but now they were all best friends. This is Superman, and this is him as a Lego minifigure. And today I'm going to unbox, build, and blab about insane Superman minifigures and even other surprise superheroes. So stay tuned, because things are gonna get super. Anyways, Lego. Now the Superman movie just came out, and I thought it would be a good idea to go online and cop some illegal Lego Superman minifigures based on the new movie. Yeah, those will do. And here's the Superman Super Mystery Box. And inside, there are Superman Super Mystery Bags. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this box out of the city, put it right over here. We're gonna reach in, grab our minifig bag, and then come back here and unbag it. All right, hit that subscribe button if you love Superman, and let go. All right, get out of here. Let's crack open our first Superman minifigure. Oh, and it is Supergirl. All right, let's build her up. We're gonna have to find a place to put her in the city. And here is Supergirl. She has some really great leg printing and even a good back torso print. Oh, look, they're also printing on the back of her leg. In terms of faces, I think she has just the one face. I honestly don't think it matters that much because I'm not really wanting to change it. Yeah, just the one face. Oh, shoot. See, that's why it ripped the cape. You see, on these fake illegal minifigures, the capes are really, really brittle. That's why Lego is always going to be better and more official. So, where do we put Supergirl? I have a couple ideas. We could do the bodega. We could do the pizza shop. We could do the rooftop bar. We could do the party area upstairs. Or we could do the little fans. Or better yet, we could just do the Skyway. And honestly, I'm thinking the Skyway is the place for her to go. She can fly, but it's kind of all in the middle of everything, so she can do the best fighting right here. I'm giving Supergirl a solid 8 out of 10. Needs a sturdier cape. All right, it is time to reach for our next mystery minifigure. All right, here we go. We are going to just crack it open. Oh, this is one of the new minifigures. All right, this is going to be Hawkgirl. Let's build her. We have a happy face and an angry face. All right, and then we have the wings. I think they're supposed to go downward. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And we have the helmet and the little baton. All right, this is the Hawk. And this is one of the most detailed minifigures I've literally ever seen. All right, so these wings are super duper textured. And look how textured the print is. There's no inward leg printing. Oh, this gets 5 big booms. This is so cool. I've never seen a minifig with this much gold before. Except for maybe Mr. Gold. I always wanted Mr. Gold. Wait. No way, look how thin. So those white spaces are supposed to literally be like air. That's not supposed to be there even. It looks a little weird, actually. All right, now, oh, I just broke the birdie's wing, no. This minifig easily gets a solid 9 out of 10. The wings could probably attach a little better. But where do we put her? I know where we gotta put the Hawk. All right, and we have the Hawk. I'm going to put with the propellers because, you know, birds are always getting stuck in the fans and wind turbines. So I just felt like that would be perfect. Although everyone here does have a capes. And as everyone knows, Edna Mode always says, no capes. All right, time to reach for our next mystery minifigure. And it is going to be another Superman one. I'm really hoping we get Superman pretty early on. Blocky, what do you think? I don't know. I'm stuck in a hole. Ooh, is that the Rizzler? No, actually, it's the Riddler. But we were close. We're gonna click him together, get that little hood on, and then we got the question mark. Whoa, he's so cool. Hey, are you the Riddler? Yes, I am. Can you tell me a riddle? All right, here's a riddle. I have millions of channels, but no mouth to speak. I offer endless content, yet ask for nothing but a click. I can make you a creator or simply a viewer. If only you'd subscribe. What am I pointing to? It's the subscribe button. What? Did you like my riddle? No. Oh. All right. Now, where are we going to put it? I know the perfect area, but Supergirl is going to have to not be happy with me. Riddler, you're going up here on the balcony. All right. Back down to the front and center. Who's going to be next? All right. We're going to reach in. It is our next superhero mystery bag. Oh, Blocky. Sorry about that. All right. Let's open it up. No, already? No, it can't be. Let's stack them together. It's Superman! And it's bloody Superman. Wait a minute, who has kryptonite? Alright, anyway, we're doing normal Superman. So this is our brand new Superman minifigure. He has some arm printing, he has some leg printing, and he even has this specially molded cape with his superhero S. And a bloody face for some reason. Now that's pretty cool. Oh my gosh, are you Superman? Yes, I am. And you save people? Yes, I do. Well, good, because my friend Florida Man is about to push Walter off the building. Wait, why? I'm gonna push you off.
Wait, but you can't. I'm holding a child.
I don't care. That's a hot dog.
No, Superman, save him. Already got him. What about Walter?
Yeah, what about Walter? We were just trying to see if you'd save him.
Oh. Sorry, Walter. Yeah, sorry, Walter. I'm okay.
All right, now the real question is, where do I put Superman? And honestly, I don't know. I kind of want to let him chill in the hot tub, but I don't think he sleeps, because that doesn't fit in with his motto of truth, justice, and the American way. He always has to be vigilant. So I think that means we put him on the rooftop.
There we go. It's Superman. Watching over the city.
All right, we have 10 minifigs to go. Let's keep going. Superman S. All right, here is the next mystery bag. Comment below who you want it to be. I am curious. I want Crypto the Superdog. Oh, whoa. Well, there are 2 heads. Is that supposed to be Lex Luthor? One of the main villains of Superman? All right, so he comes with the suit, the tie, the jacket, and the gun. There's still a possibility, not impossible, that it is James Bond, but I'm gonna guess no, because we got 2 heads. We have Bloody Head, and we have Not Bloody Head. So I'm gonna go with Not Bloody Head. Bloody Head can go in the dumpster. Is there a dumpster out here? Hey, there is a dumpster. All right, Bloody Head, you go in here. We'll recycle. The recycled head. Imagine being the garbage man, seeing that. Oh, great heavens! This is actually super detailed for a guy who just wears a suit. You got the side printing, you got the under the torso printing, you got everything. He's really maniacal looking, and he is a guy who likes to live it up. So he gets a 10 out of 10, and we're gonna put him in the hot tub right under Superman. Yeah, I think right there will be good. Yeah, you stay there, Lex, you chill. All right, time for the mystery box, and we are going to open our next minifig. I love this angle. If you like this video, I'll do more angles like this because this looks great. All right, let's crack it open. Is this Yellow Lantern? Is he in the new movie? I honestly don't know. I guess we'll find out in a couple days. Doesn't he have a cape or something? I feel like he has a cape. Does he have a cape? He does have a cape. Okay, cool. I wasn't crazy. All right, we're gonna pile the cape on. Oh, and he has red eyes. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, and he has these shoulder pads. Wait a minute. Oh no, I ripped the cape. See, these capes are so brittle, you can't like mess with them. Oh, I'm so sad now. I literally can't even use it. Yes. All right, so here, honestly, Loki looks like Yellow Superman, but I think this is actually Yellow Lantern. I don't know. I'm giving him a 6 out of 10 because I'm really upset about the cape. Where do we put him? Oh, we're gonna put him up at the dance party. Let's get up there. All right, and we have him on the dance floor. Hey, look, I can see my box from here. All right, we're gonna get one of the mystery minifigs, and we have the other one. So let's just bring it to the city. All right, I am hoping for Crypto the Super Dog because he is who I want next. All right, that is not Crypto the Super Dog. That is Mr. Terrific. All right, he is a new designed character for the Superman movie, but he's not a new character. Oh, look at his face. It has this weird like T painting, and this one's a little stern looking, and then this one is a little angry looking. And he literally says, fair play, fair play. Pretty cool for Mr. Terrific. And the minifigure itself, pretty terrific. It has the wraparound printing and everything. He looks really cool. Now, where do you put a guy as terrific as Mr. Terrific? I feel like he would be on a treadmill. Lucky for us, we have a treadmill right here. All right, he's gonna go like a mile an hour or something, and we are going to open our next minifigure. He gets a terrific 10 out of 10. He gets to go up on the thing. Let's go to our next minifig. All right, let's crack her open. Blocky, who do you think it's gonna be? I don't care. Well, too bad, because we're opening them. Whoa, is that Black Lantern? I think that's Black Lantern. It's like a zombified version of Superman. Yeah, I'm gonna call him Black Lantern for now. I honestly don't know, but we're gonna call him that. All right, he comes with this creepy ripped cape, and he also comes with a zombie face and another angrier zombie face. And then he gets the Superman hair, and then this cool tile. That's pretty neat. All right, that is zombified Superman. Now, where does zombified Superman go? You know what? I'm gonna put him in the party with Yellow Lantern if this is Black Lantern. All right, he's definitely vibing on the dance floor to, you know, show off. I mean, look at these lights. That sounds like a party, but there's probably one more person that needs to go here. Hey, we gotta get to our box again. All right, next superhero or villain. Now, I want to know, do you guys have any Superman minifigures? Comment down below, because I want to know. All right, who's this going to be? Pink Superman? Is it the Team Mystery Superman? Oh, look at him. He's got pink underwear. Heck yeah. And he's got his red cape. He's got his Superman face. And he's got his Superman hair. He's an awesome looking minifig all around. And you know what? With all these multicolored Supermans, he's also gonna go on the party's level. Oh my gosh. Who just fell? The hawk, I guess, got stuck in the fan. So we're just gonna leave the hawk down here. No, yeah, that was probably a mean place to put the hawk. All right, we're gonna make this Superman the DJ.
All right, there's a bunch of very serious looking partiers. They're gonna bring the house down. All right, time for our next minifigure. All right. Please be Crypto the Superdog. Please be Crypto the Superdog. It's Crypto the Superdog! Oh man. Look at his cape. It has a superhero S for Superdog. Let's go. All right, we gotta put that on first. That is top priority. And then we got, look how handsome he is. Ooh, wow. He's got the tail. He's got the chain. He's got the printy cape. He's got everything. But you know what he hasn't got? A best friend. Until now. Yeah, Lex Luthor, forget you. Look at you, Superman. I brought you a brand new pet, Superdog. That is epic, Logan. Superdog can be his best friend and his eyes and ears in the sky. That's so cool. He's also going to be in the new Superman movie. So these two will be good friends. You know what that means? It's time for our next minifigure. I don't even know how many we have left, but we are going to open them all. Poor Hawk, honestly, just chilling there on the floor. Another Riddler? If it is, we're calling this one the Rizzler. All right, we got the torso. We got this head, and then we also have the head with the goggles. I'm doing the one without, and we're giving him the hair. Yeah, this is the Riddler, but like a weird version. And he also comes with the Riddler pole. All right, that is an odd version of the Riddler for sure. But where do we put him? That is a good question, and honestly, I kind of want to put him with the garbage because I don't like this minifig. All right, we're just gonna, you know, put you here. You can chill by the garbage. Wait for your moment. But my moment is now. All right, well, your moment can be now later. Wow, we have a lot of Superman bags to go still. I think we have a bunch. So this is the next one. Whoa. Wait, he also came with an extra head? Oh, right, I forgot. That's also going in the trash. Oh, there are 2 extra heads there. Next up on the super list. Whoa. I think this is Ultraman. He's been in some of the new trailers for the Superman, but I don't think I've seen too many versions of him. And he's having a really hard time focusing, which honestly, he looks kind of like an AI render. But he is a cool supervillain, so I'll give him a 10 out of 10, and we'll put him in a place. How about on top of the local clean getaway criminal truck? I feel like he's a criminal enough to make it on here. Yeah, all right. We're gonna put you over there, set you up, you can chill over there, and we're going to unbox our next Superman character. All right, and we're gonna crack it open. Oh, no way, this is the new Green Lantern who I legitimately thought was Ben 10. I mean, look at this, wait a minute. Tell me right now that that does not look like the Ben 10 watch. It's literally the Ben 10 watch. All right, let's build him. Bro, look at that haircut. That looks so ugly. All right, we're gonna give him the Ben 10 Green Lantern watch button, whatever. And as a minifig, he actually looks pretty cool. He's got this whole thing going on with the wraparound printing and the Ben 10 logo on the side. I actually like him. I'll give this minifig like I saw an 8 out of 10. And I don't know why, I just feel like he belongs like at the snack food aisle concession stand. So we're just gonna put him like right there. Yeah, dude, you look literally perfect next to the Fallen Hawk. All right, next minifig is going to be from in here. Let's open it up. All right, let's crack it open. Whoa, Martian Manhunter. I didn't even know he was gonna be in this movie. The Martian Manhunter is actually a super cool looking character. All right, we gotta just put on his like little upper cape thing. His little, I don't even know, cloak. What do you call this? He literally looks like if Superman was green. But then again, that's like what half of the characters from Superman look like if they're different colors or genders. Literally, it's the same hair. It's basically Superman. He has back printing. He has dual molded legs, kind of, not really. And he has an awesome cape. And I honestly kind of want to put him near Lex Luthor. Where is this Lex Luthor you speak of? Oh, he's literally chilling in the hot tub. Sir, what are you doing in the hot tub? We are plotting to destroy Superman. You mean the one that's like right above you? I didn't say we were doing a good job at it. Yeah, this minifig gets a 10 out of 10. I love it. All right, we are going to go back down. Wait a minute. Was that literally all of them? The box is empty. There's nothing left in here.
Yeah, so this is literally everyone. Honestly, I love the placement of where all of these different figures are, especially our boy Superman. And now that we're done with that, I want to build my new favorite superhero game, Marvel Rivals. Now, if you've been living under a rock, let me explain to you what Marvel Rivals is. It's basically a team-based shooter game which gives you the ability to play with over 40 different Marvel characters, from ones you know like the Hulk and Captain America to ones you don't, like Jeff the Landshark. Oh, look how cute he is. Did you just eat me and then chuck me off the mountain? Now my goal today is to play as all these characters, then build them in Lego, and maybe even recreate some of their special abilities in Lego. But before we could build, I gotta play the game. All right, let's lock in. All right, we're gonna be playing my favorite character, Captain America, on the new Season 2 Krakoa map. Let's go. Melee, 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 melee. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, we got him. Freedom Shard, go. Yes. Take that, bozo. All right, Cap might not be the most OP character in the game, but my favorite ability of his is Freedom Charge. So I'm gonna recreate it in Lego. But I'm not gonna use any of the basic boring figures from Lego sets because that's cheating, so we're gonna customize them all. So I gave Cap Spider-Man legs, Sam Wilson arms, and a belt, and now I have to work on my animation skills and see what I come up with.
Never forget who you're fighting for. I've neutralized the shooter.
I would say that's pretty close to the game, but this time you actually get to see a bit of his face. Yeah, we get to look at their butts in the game the whole time. The next character I'm playing as is Iron Man. All right, his abilities are Repulsor Blast, but also do the Unibeam, and this version of him is really beefy looking. Look at this guy. Lego's definitely gone through some variations on Iron Man, so we're gonna have to kind of make like the perfect one. So we got this base figure, and then I added these red arm pads to beef him up, and then I built this little maximum pulse cannon onto him, which in the game is absolutely terrifying.
Iron Man standing by.
Another character we have to play as is Thor. He's the god of thunder in the game and literally can bring lightning down on the ops. All right, Thor, bring the hammer down. All right, now his Lego version's gonna need a white beard like in the game, because I guess in this game he's old. I also gave him Jane's helmet from another set, and he has to summon lightning with Mjolnir, obviously, but who's he gonna summon it on? Of course, his brother Loki, who's also in the game. The next in-game character we have to build is the Hulk, or Bruce Banner. They're actually two people in one. I do actually like that they have Bruce in here. And since Bruce doesn't have a ton of combat abilities, I can also play him with this gamma ray gun. And he even has like a fart grenade. So first I made Lego Bruce Banner with these black legs, green belt, a purple jacket, and Leonard from Big Bang Space. And wait a minute, what's happening? Oh, he's the Hulk now. Yeah, guys, I'm not customizing him. He's already perfect. And the cool thing about the actual game is that the environments are actually destructible, which is great because the ops can't hide from you. You just break the wall they're in front of. It also makes it easier to replicate that in Lego.
Hey, big guy. Sun's getting real low.
Black Widow in this game is OP, by the way. 360 no scope. Oh, no way. Anyway, her standard Lego minifigure is pretty basic, so we are gonna make her not that. I gave her this Mandalorian torso, Scarlet Witch legs, and I also gave her a gun with an extension, and now she can fire on the ops. All right, next up is Hawkeye, and he is epic. Like, way cooler in the games than any other media. Piercing arrow, hypersonic arrow, blast arrow. And to build him, I basically just stole the body of woman Hawkeye and gave him a normal head with a band-aid. 10 out of 10. Next thing I wanted to build was the payload from the game, so I used a ton of red slopes and this blue windshield piece. Now they could do team-ups and fight each other. We still got a ton of characters to go. And next I want to build one of the best ones in the game. It's Emma Frost. She's the new character from Season 2, and they did a really good job with her, actually. For no particular reason. Aesthetically pleasing. So for her minifigure, I used 501st Officer legs, Omega's torso with white arms, the head from Mantis, and the hair from Mad Eye Moody. Now there's a technical word for this, and it's called Big Barf. Because I took a bunch of parts together and barfed out a minifig. And I want to have her fight one of the new bad guys from the game that comes out in Season 2.5, Ultron. Wait a minute, did you hear that? Spider-Man, yes! Let's go! I love Spider-Man. It's actually cool that they give you the ability to play him and every other character in this game completely for free. All right, let's lock in. Web shooters. I'm gonna get him, Guys, stay there, I got him. Yeah, I'm Spider-Man. Oh, this is awesome. Yo, we got the MVP status. Look at that. All right, now we got to do his figure. Now for the Spidey minifig, I used the one from the CMF series and took off its cape, which I had saved for later, because I want to make Spider-Man animations. So let's have him do a web swing.
You get a web, and you get a web, and you get a web.
Oh, and it looks like we got his primary op, which is also an awesome hero in the game, Venom. I honestly don't know what to mod about Venom. It's kind of lame. Wish he was a big fig. The game also has the Guardians of the Galaxies, so we gotta play as them and then build them up, including obviously a super tall group. First we got Quill, that blaster barrage. Oh yeah, we also got rocket propulsion. Oh, that's awesome. Rocket's got bombard mode. What's that do? All right, pretty good. Groot's got Vine Strike. Mantis has Spore Slump. How's that gonna work? Oh, and the last one is Adam Warlock. I'm pretty sure he's like one of their bad guys. He can do quantum damage. Isn't quantum like small? I don't know. I just watched the Ant-Man movie. Ooh. All right, let's cook. All right, we're gonna cook. Let's go. All right, first minifigure I have to build is Quill. For him, I used Whiplash's legs, Han Solo's body, his helmet from the official Lego, as well as his blasters. The only flaw about this is honestly is that Quill has blue eyes in the game, and this one has red eyes, but we can fix that in post. All right, next we got Rocket, no changes. Here's a gun. That's big. All right, Mantis. All right, Mantis has got a Princess Leia torso, his friendly looking face, and of course the official Mantis's hair, because I had to use at least some of it. And the last one is Groot, and we can't just do a lame, boring fig version of Groot. We gotta build him up. So I got my brick on and started assembling some legs, a torso, arms, and even a head. The head is still the minifigure. I'm sorry. And since his main attack was vines, I literally just made a bunch of vines for him to attack my custom Adam Warlock minifigure. He's protecting himself using a staff I built with a lightsaber hilt, some slopes, and a pole piece. All right. Next, we gotta do one of my favorite characters in Marvel Rivals, maybe the best one, and it's Jeff the Land Shark. Don't disrespect my boy Jeff, he's awesome. He's this cute little shark guy who's completely mischievous and definitely doesn't belong on the battlefield in this game. And then he could also like swallow you whole and spit you out so you can never be alive again. And he's a foot tall, which is why it would also be a bit hard to make him a full minifigure. So I decided to make 3 different versions. The first thing I had to do was go to my 3D printer and make this custom land shark. I popped him out and painted up the first one, and yep, this sucker's ugly. I hate him. Next, I painted another one that looks more like Jeff the Land Shark, but barely looks like a Lego minifigure. In fact, he looks nothing like anything relating to Lego. Anyways, I put him with some of the minifigures, and he looked all right. And the last one I did was a fully brick-built version. I got all these parts together and assembled this cool-looking design. These two are definitely better than that first one, but I think I still like the 3D printed one more. Now, next, I'm gonna do a speed run through some of the more popular Marvel Rivals characters, because we still got like 30 to go. All right, we got Doctor Strange, who has legitimately the coolest cape possibly ever in this game, and maybe the biggest eye of Agamotto ever. Honestly, he plays like a dream. He could even fly. Now, Lego already made a pretty good Doctor Strange minifig with a cape, and I don't think this rubber one does the job just right, so I had that one from earlier I stole from Spider-Man and just popped it on him. It's a little more clothy, and I also think it looks pretty good. We got Winter Soldier, who I actually have the official figure of, but I can't use him because the one in the game looks too different, so I made my own, with Mando's legs, Jyn Erso's torso, Bane's face, and some very handsome hair. But I did give him the vibranium arm from the official one, because his best team-up ability is Stellar Impact, because he punches you.
That had to hurt.
Next up, Wolverine. Oh, I'd love to get clawed by him. Pause. He's probably one of the more popular Rivals characters. I've never been in a match where he isn't there, and I also am kind of low-key sweaty at playing him. Come on, use those forearms, Wolverine. Come on, Logan. Oh, did I mention my name's also Logan? So, like, we have a thing. I even got this mech set of him, which I assembled, and it's probably a little too big, but at least I got to upgrade the figure to make him more lore accurate to the game. Because we're going for accuracy here, people. Oh shoot, we gotta do the Scarlet Witch too. She's probably the second most OP character in the game. I made her in Lego with some Harry Potter legs, a Star Wars body, and legit just solar face and magic stuff from the other official minifigure, which definitely looks better. I'm sorry, you can't compete with Lego minifigure series. We got the Black Panther, one of the oddest characters to play. Feels like if cats were in Rivals. Anyhow, I used the standard Black Panther torso, and then I gave him the gold Killmonger head. Kinda captures his vibe from the game. I think everyone here honestly needs like a padded armor piece, but there just aren't enough to go around. Now next is Moon Knight, and Lego already made the best Marvel minifigure probably ever, which is already Moon Knight, and somehow I have to compile my own. So I used some Star Wars legs, Endo torso, then this backwards Ultron head, and I literally just stole the rest from Moon Knight. If you can't beat him, join him. At 23, we have Hela. I tried. I failed. The regular minifigure's like $1 million. And next we have the Punisher. And since he only comes in the Daily Bugle, I needed to make him in his camo skin. He's also crazily cracked in the game. Did I mention that? I gave him a giant firearm. So hopefully that helps. Now the next team up I have to do is the Fantastic Four. And lucky for me, I got this brand new Lego set early that has most of the characters. But I still gotta build it. Let's do that. Oh, this thing is sick, and it has 4 fantastic figs. But before I show you them all, let's play them. All right, first we got Mr. Fantastic. One of his things that he could do is the stretch punch. I wish he was able to do a stretch kick because the minifigure came with long legs, not long arms. Sweep the legs. Next we got Invisible Woman. Her feature in the game is like an invisible boundary. I'm sure we could do that in Lego. We got Human Torch, Flame On. Oh no, I like the flaming meteor. All right, we're gonna hit him with a flaming meteor. Watch this. Got him. All right, last is the Thing. Press Q for clobbering time. Now the set version of these is pretty good, but not great. Human Torch, who's currently not a torch, just some flames. You got Mr. Fantastic, who's got some long boy legs. I also made him a custom version with Captain Rex's arms and legs, but this one just fits in better with the rest. Invisible Woman is hardly invisible, but we did give her these little clear shields which do absolutely nothing. And of course, the Thing. Well, this one's definitely not a good version of the Thing, but it's definitely a thing. Oh, and there's some other characters Lego didn't make for the main set, like Magneto, who I'm cracked at, by the way. Oh, we got 2 streaks, 3 streaks. Let's get them all. All right, I hit him with the Iron Volley. Ugh, so good at this. But I have to make him in Lego, obviously. So I used the Iron Man Mark I legs, Whiplash torso, and shoulder armor, this old Sith Lord face, and War Machine's helmet. Boom, Magneto. And how could we leave out Storm, who has this insane feature called Burning Hurricane? No way, look at that. Yeah, I think we got him. Anyway, next I got a builder in Lego using a Fortnite skin legs, Black Widow torso, normal Storm face, and hair, and then we threw on a cape. Now this next batch of characters, some of the wackiest, most unhinged figures I've ever seen. And we're getting even closer to building them all, but we still got like 6 to go. I still can't believe this character's real. Squirrel Girl. Did she just say it's a squirrel Nami? Instead of nunchucks, she like chucks nuts? What does this do? Squirrel Stampede? Wait, what did I just summon? Did I just kill them with a squirrel stampede? All right, for her Lego figure, I used Robin Hood tail, Harry Potter torso, Anna from Frozen's face, slingshot, and of course, a squirrel. I should just surround her with other squirrel characters. We got Cloak and Dagger, and I bet you could guess which one is Cloak. I bet you we could remake him using the Dementor pieces. And then the Dagger, on the other hand, is actually pretty easy to do. Next, we got Iron Fist. His game design is really cool, and I used Lloyd's legs and torso to make him, but I cheated and used his normal Lego face and added some hair. Namor is another character that they literally did a close to perfect version of in this Wakanda Forever set. I mean, look at his feet. They have wings. So the only thing I really had to give him was the spear. We also got Luna Snow. She is fire in the game and in Lego. I gave her these teal blue torso parts, as well as a face with blue lipstick and Cruella de Vil's hair, which actually has earrings that match the rest of her. We also have the character Magic, spelled with a K. She's a super simple build with these legs and Star Wars torso, and even a giant brick-built sword. Imagine being stabbed with this. There's a Psylocke, who's one of the cooler duelists in the game, and also one of my lamer figures from this video. But the last one is anything but that, because it's my Penny Parker figure. Well, the Penny Parker figure is pretty lame, but her bot is not. We put together a custom build with his arms, legs, torso, and this Spidey head, and boom, that's every Marvel Rivals character literally in the game. And I couldn't have done this without Bears Bricks. So subscribe to him. Anyways, God bless, and stay awesome.